Okay, guys, hi there. This is Amber, and I am going to share a story and a tip for you guys today about hiring contractors. So, it is really easy when you're just getting started to feel like this is a really daunting step. And I will say that it is a step that no matter what you do with your business, as far as volume, you're always going to be looking for contractors. So things change, people change their professions. So looking for contractors is going to be something that you're going to be doing for quite some time. So it's something you should definitely start to get comfortable with and start getting a plan in place for how you're going to do it so that it turns out as well as it possibly can. So my story is I had somebody refer a new contractor to me a couple weeks ago, and he gave us a bid on a job. We got 3 bids for this particular project, which we always do, and I encourage everybody to do as well. We walked him through. His numbers were significantly lower than the other 2 bids we got, and he said he could do the project in about half the time that the other contractors said. Now, both of the other contractors who gave us bids are ones we have worked with before, so we've got a track record and experience and know what they're capable of and know how their schedules work and know how their billing is at the end as well. So with this particular one, there was a couple things that just didn't seem like they were maybe as in line as my experience had me believe. But I was willing to give him a chance. And so I asked for some references and asked for some photos and addresses of his prior work. And sure enough, as we went through the process and were trying to decide if we were going to hire him, we were literally this close to hiring him. I decided to dig into the references a little bit more. And what I found was an investor who had bought a property to flip and hired this particular person. And the project had taken almost 6 months when it should have taken 2. And by the end of it, the person said they literally almost lost their behind on this particular project because the contractor came in with a bunch of change orders throughout the project and at the end, so that the pricing ended up being much more than they had anticipated. With the delays in getting the project done, it cost them more in holding costs. It was a project where he felt like there was never anybody working on site. He felt like everybody who was working on the project when they were there was there as a secondary job, not as a primary, which led to scheduling and delays. And so it was really interesting to have that experience. And I knew something was probably gonna come up because the very first comment out of the person's mouth was, "Did they tell you to call me?" And initially they didn't want to share much information. And I never ask people when I'm asking for a reference. I don't ever ask specific questions other than, was the project completed on time and on budget? And was there any challenge with communication and scheduling? Those are the only things that I ask, because personal differences or different styles aren't necessarily what I'm concerned about. I'm concerned about the black and white, the numbers, and did the job get done when it was supposed to get done? And so as we went through that conversation, it became very clear that this was not somebody we were going to be looking at working with in the future. And so I just wanted to send out that reminder today that if you're getting started in house flipping, or you're starting to build that list of contractors even before you find your flip, make sure you're including reference checks as part of your hiring process before even you have them come through and give you the bid. Because if they can provide you that information and you know going into that job that the numbers are going to be for somebody who you know is going to follow through and do the job in a way that makes sense, in a way that is close to the contract numbers, and in a way that is going to work with the schedule, then you might have a better opportunity to find somebody. But know that no matter where you are in this journey, you are always going to be looking for contractors. Good contractors do exist, and make sure you're finding them by asking for references and then actually checking on those references as well. Don't cut that corner. So I hope this was helpful for you. If you have any questions, leave me comments below. Thanks so much. Have a great day.